me,
Yeah,
I think.
please go ahead, Sandeep.
Okay, so I think we have new people, and we'll continue to have a couple of them, I think, as we go further and gather more and more momentum around this. But just few things as a context. I think this platform, which is UYI, Unleash Your Immunity, was basically to start, and it's obviously have a lot of context from this COVID-19, and we were locked down. So we thought, I think, let's do something, okay, and help other people. Uh, so it's a platform where I think it is mostly focusing on preventive care and global care, right, and global health, which means if you can go on mute, I think there's a little bit of noise. So we what we are saying is, okay, locally, right, like Santa Rosa, California, right, if you are able to do anything for your community, you don't have to be certified, you don't have to be a kind of a doctor or something like that, right? We know, I think we used to go to playground and then do exercise according to, I think, what you suggested. So you are a kind of leader, so find out all those leaders like Darshan, okay, and then let's take help. And hence, I would like to clarify that this is not a medical service. This is not a healthcare service, right? It's just, I think, one of us knows things better, okay? And we need to take, I think, that help. Obviously, we are spread across, okay? And there's no way we can collect together as of now, right? So we made it online, right? So it's just to go, okay, take that, okay? So any kind of pain or body injury, or you think you will not be able to, I think, do the exercises, please consult your doctor or physician, okay, before you take that. Darshan, or I think UII team, right, is not responsible because they are not expert, okay, for any kind of injury or any kind of pain which is going to happen or may happen, right, afterwards, right? So so be careful about that, okay? With that, I think the majority, and I'm sure 99.99% everybody will benefit from this, okay? And yesterday's session was great. Whoever joined knows it, right? Is a lot knowledgeable. There's a lot of science behind it. So I would encourage, right, you to do it and also talk about it. Has like hundreds of people can join the same meeting, right? It happens on Saturday and Sunday, right? 7:30 a.m. So spread that word and let them. It's a kind of a help, right? There's no charge associated with it, right? Darshan does it on a daily basis, right? And he agreed to do that on Saturday and Sunday, given I think he is working and other engagements. Okay, so leverage that benefit. Okay, and then obviously the ultimate goal is uh, become healthy, right? Just benefit on your health side. I personally, I think I've been doing a couple of days, and I can definitely say it's really helpful. With that, Darshan, over to you. Any questions? Anyone
Yeah.
has?
Hi, good morning. This is Lakshmi.
Hello.
Then I feel like if the camera is like sideways, so that now how far you are stretching the leg, and is it touching the floor or not? Since it's a front view, we can't see that.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit challenging, Lakshmi. So to
Okay.
answer that, what I did is I prepared a handout which I have posted on the group. And in that handout, you will see the sideways posture pictures
Uh-huh.
that you just mentioned. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
because
pretty
I'm doing it
important
on.
point. I'm sorry, Darshan, just to add to that, I think there is a group also, okay, on the website, and there will be a WhatsApp group also, right? Majority of the formal material related to the yoga and the steps and the asanas and the questions, I think you can chat on the group, right? And there may be like, I saw, I think there are numerous questions there, right? And Darshan is happy to answer, okay? WhatsApp will create just to communicate, okay, that meeting is starting, this is the passcode. So all those like rush items we will discuss on WhatsApp. I don't want to barge into, I think, your personal side, right? But group, I think you can definitely take all the information as I think Darshan already suggested.
Sure, sure.
Okay,
I
with
don't know
that,
that there is a WhatsApp group. Okay.
okay. With that, I would let Darshan, I think we are a little over, so let's go ahead and then quickly start this.
Yeah. And also what we'll do, Lakshmi, is as we proceed, right, in the follow-up sessions, we will do each posture in a little bit more close-up, and probably at that point in time, it makes
Sure.
sense to do sideways and then, go into those details as well.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right, great. So thank you everyone for joining. I see a little bit of echo, so those of you who do not need to talk, it will be great if you could go on mute. Um, there's a lot of tech in play here, so if there's any issue, let us know, raise your hand, and we'll try to correct it as soon as possible. So the format of this session, as I mentioned yesterday, is going to be pretty hands-on. It's going to be all practical. I will need to do some talking in the beginning. I plan to do as less of it as possible. However, I also plan to do most of the talking while we are doing the exercise. So what I would like to do is I would like to put you in a posture, in a stretching position, and then give you a little bit of background so that you get the benefit of the exercise at the same time, and you get to understand what are we doing and why are we doing that stretch. So with that in mind, let's get up and let's begin the session with a little bit of warm up. We are actually going to use our first iteration as warm up. So we will do a very little minimum warm up to begin with. You all can start doing it with me. We'll start with simple jogging for a few seconds. To loosen your muscles. Few sit-ups, hands stretching forward, sit up and down like you would sit on a chair. Do it for 5 or 10 times till you feel the stretch. Backward and forward bending, also called as Padahastasana. Breathe in, stretch backwards, reach out to your toes, bend forward. Do this 5 times, slowly, till you feel the stretch in your lower back. Then let's do side bending, which is also called Konasana. Arms stretched out, bend to one side, and touch the shoulder of your opposite arm to your ear, thus giving you a stretch. Side bending twisted, also called as Trikonasana. Okay, relax. Deep breathing, stand straight. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit of stretch in your body and you're feeling energized. Let's start the Surya Namaskars now. The first posture of Surya Namaskar is Namaskarasana. So join your palms, keep your palms close to your heart, to your chest. Stand straight, no stress in your body, but your body should be stretched. It should not be relaxed. You should not stand like this. Every body part should be straight. Look straight ahead. This is the first posture of Surya Namaskar, Namaskarasana. So what we are going to do in these sessions is we are going to do the Surya Namaskar iterations. Okay, since I'm the host, I might have to admit few people. So bear with us for that. Okay, so the first posture is Namaskarasana. As I mentioned, I have prepared a small handout which is available on the group on the website, Unleash Your Immunity. And in that handout, what I have done is I have given 2 mantras that we are going to chant in the beginning and at the end, and then one mantra per step of the sequence, per posture of the sequence or per asana of the sequence. So I will start with the first mantra today. If you have already taken a look at the handout or if you already know the mantra, feel free to chant it with me. If not, you could listen to me, and then when you get a chance to look at the handout, you could chant it with me going forward. ध्येय सदा सवितृमण्डल मध्यवर्ती नारायण सरसिजासन सन्निविष्टः केयूरवान् मकरकुण्डलवान् किरीटी हारी हिरण्मयः पुरुतशङ्खचक्रः. So this is the beginning mantra of Surya Namaskar sequence. This is a dhyana mantra. We are remembering the sun, and this mantra describes how the sun looks like. Loosely translated, what it means is Bhagwan Vishnu, Paramatma himself, is sitting at the center of the sun orbit, and he is imparting his energy to the sun, who then gives his energy to us. And as we know, sun is the unlimited source of energy. So the concept or idea behind Surya Namaskar is that we surrender to the sun. That's why the second part of the word Surya Namaskar, the Namaskar, we surrender to the sun, and then we seek the energy from the sun. So the ultimate goal of Surya Namaskar is to bring out, to create the energy in your body so that you can use that energy when you go about your day doing day-to-day works. You're standing in Namaskar position, body parts stretched. Feel the stretch in your body. Breathe in, breathe out, continue normal breathing. Going to the next posture, we will chant the mantra for the first iteration. Om Mitraya Namaha. Slowly breathing in, stretch backwards. Second posture, Hastottanasana, elevated hands posture. Go back as much as you can. When you reach the final posture, keep normal breathing. Feel the stretch in your lower back, in your throat, and also in your shoulders. This is the second posture, Hastottanasana. Slowly exhaling, bend forward, very slowly. Make sure that you do not curve your back. Your lower back should be straight. Reach out to your toes. Do not bend your knees. When you reach the final posture, normal breathing. Touch your toes. Keep exhaling, going downwards, and try to touch your nose to the knees. If you need to take support of your hands, I'm not sure you are able to see, but let me move sideways, as Lakshmi said. Let's see if this works. Take support of your hands and try to touch your nose to your knees. Stay in the posture as long as you can. Pada Hastasana, hand to feet posture. Next posture, Ashwachalasana. Move your left foot backwards. Your right leg should be in line with both of your palms. Palms are on the ground. Okay, stretch your lower back. Stretch the left leg as much backward as possible. Your chest should be closer to your right knee. Look upwards. And then when you go into the final posture, focus on a point between your eyebrows, the bindi point. Normal breathing. This posture is called as Ashwa Sanchalanasana, horseback riding posture. Normal breathing. Feel the stretch in your thighs, in your abdominal region, your neck, your throat, and then your focus is in between your eyebrows. Stay there as long as you can. Ashwa Sanchalanasana. Breathing out, get out of the posture. Both feet backwards. Parvatasana, mountain posture. You should be looking at your navel, at your belly button, and try to touch your heels to the ground. Normal breathing. Feel the stretch. Blood rushing towards your forehead, your cheeks, your ears. This gives you the much needed blood supply to the upper part of the body. Let's do the sideways posture of Parvatasana so that you can see it better. You can continue doing it, continue looking at me. All I'm doing is I'm showing you the sideways posture of Parvatasana. Heels touching the ground. Your focus should be towards your belly button. You should be looking at it.
Yes, that portion I'm able to see that now. Thank
Awesome,
you.
Lakshmi. Great.
Thank you.
Parvatasana. Next posture, Sashtanga Namanasana. Breathe in, start going downwards. Halfway down, breathe out. Get into the posture. 8 body parts, 8 limbs should be touching your ground, touching the ground. So 2 toes, palms, 2 knees, chest, and either your forehead or chin. This is called a Sashtanga Namanasana. Your abdomen should not be touching the ground at all. Slowly breathing in, upward motion, get into Bhujangasana or Cobra pose. Your body weight should be on your hands, on your palms, knees on the ground, back bent. Feel the stretch in your lower back. If you notice, this entire sequence is very carefully crafted. And Sashtanga Namanasana and Bhujangasana are at the center of this sequence. These are the 2 postures which do not repeat themselves. The other 5 postures repeat again. So you get 5 plus 5 plus these 2, 12 postures. Now, the Sashtanga Namanasana is at the center of the sequence, which means it is the most important asana. Hold Bhujangasana as long as you can. If you cannot, simply sit down and keep breathing normally. So the idea behind Sashtanga Namanasana is complete surrender to sun. And this position, Cobra posture or Bhujangasana, which comes immediately after that, is an upward motion, indicating that you're seeking the energy from sun and you are expecting that energy to flow upwards in your body. Breathe out, go into Parvatasana. From this point onwards, as I mentioned, we are going to repeat the asanas, the postures that we did initially. Breathe in, go into Ashvachalasana. You could also bring your left foot forward this time so that you get exercise both ways. Lower back stretched out, bent, curved. Your chest should be now close to your left knee. Your palms and your left foot should be aligned in one line on the ground. You should be looking upward. You should be focusing on a point between your eyebrows. Normal breathing. Ashvasanchalanasana. Breathe out. Padahastasana. Reach out to your toes. Breathe in. Bend backwards. Breathe out. Namaskar. Okay, there's a pop-up on the screen. Let me address that. Okay, it says the meeting will end in 10 minutes, which means we are right on time. What we are going to do now is We will do 2 more repetitions of the Surya Namaskars, and I think those will go faster since I'll have to do less talking now. All okay so far? Everybody with me?
Yes.
Great. The second iteration, the mantra for the second iteration is Om Ravaye Namaha. I'm going to only talk about breathing this time. I think we have seen the postures in the previous iteration. Namaskarasan, breathe in, breathe out. Hastottanasana, breathe in, bend backwards. When you reach the final posture, the bending posture, stay in the posture, normal breathing, hold as long as you can. Next posture, breathe out, bend forward, Padahastasana, reach out to your toes, knees are not bent. Breathe in, next posture, Ashwasanchalanasana, look upwards. Focus between your eyebrows. Breathe out, Parvatasana, heels to the ground. You're looking at your belly button. Breathe in, next posture, Sashtanga Namanasana. Start going downwards, halfway down in the middle, breathe out. So that when you reach the ground, you have exhaled completely. Touch either your chin or your forehead to the ground. Make sure that you are not touching your abdomen to the ground. Normal breathing, Sashtanga Namanasana. Breathe in, get up, Bhujangasana, Cobra posture. Breathe out, Parvatasana. Breathe in, Ashvachalasana. Breathe out, Padahastasana. Breathe in, Hastottanasana. Breathe out, Namaskarasana. We'll do one more iteration. That'll be the last iteration of the session today, and it'll be much quicker. The mantra for the third iteration is Om Suryaya Namaha. 1, 2, breathe in. 3, breathe out. 4, in. 5, out. 6, in and out. Hold in the final posture. 7, 8, out. 9, in. 10, out. 11, in. 12, out. Back to Namaskarasana. We'll end the sequence with the ending mantra. Adityasya namaskaran ye kurvanti dine dine ayu pradnya balam viryam tejas tesham jayate. As I mentioned in the last session, I have given this mantra and all the postures in the handout. And I leave the meaning of this mantra as a homework for you guys. I'm sure you'll be able to find it out. You'll get the lyrics both in Sanskrit and in English in the handout so that it is easy for you to search on Google. I think that's it for the session today. I do recommend that after the session, you do a little bit of cooling down. Shavasana would be great probably, but I guess we can all do that a little later. Any questions at this point in time?
I have a question.
Yeah, Shubho.
So when we're doing the mountain pose, I'm not able to touch my heels to the ground. So is that okay?
That is okay. Yes, that's expected. You need to gain flexibility. That will happen. as you practice. So you're perfectly fine. You'll be able to do this much quicker than the rest of us because you're very young.
Okay.
So
Okay,
Darshan,
so
I have a
there are,
question. I have a
okay,
question.
sure.
Quick one. So what is the final number of iteration we will gain to? Like, is it like 12? Is it like 6?
Good question. So we have kept the time pretty short for these sessions. I would like us to meet for not more than 15 to 20 minutes. So in those, I think initially we will be definitely able to reach 12. That should be our goal. And if we get quick enough, we can definitely do 24 iterations in 20 minutes. So
Oh,
let's
24.
see if we can reach there. Yeah.
Okay, okay, got it.
Yeah. And on some special occasions when we have enough practice, we could try to reach 108, which is also a very good number to reach.
Okay, that's huge.
Yeah, it may be longer than 20 minutes, but yeah, some special occasion, we'll find one. Like the one today, which is the International Yoga Day.
Oh, okay. Happy International Yoga Day to everyone.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
I'm
with that,
glad we are able to do it on Yoga Day.
yeah, that's great. So with that, if there are any other questions, we can talk. Else, I think we can wrap the session. So look forward to everyone joining, and then also asking and helping others in their community to come and then leverage from this session next week, Saturday, 7:30 a.m.
Sure, thank you. Thank you, Darshan.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Sandeep.
Thank you.
Thanks. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.